We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Now our first carry here for the running back. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
MT, 11, here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
Now it's Burrow. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Titans. And Xavier Legette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Powering his way forward. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Here we go, here we go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Fighting him off. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Titans have 3 and 8 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8.
Let's get set.
Man in motion left, Mingo. Now Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you've got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that.
That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Xavier Legette, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Past the 20, 5, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
11.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
11 mighty. Hot.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Fields. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Here's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Burrow looking to pass.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here's 2nd and 8. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
11 MT, tape. Here we go. 11 mighty. 11. Stop.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Got a man. That's Liggett.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Here we go. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. That's to McCaffrey, complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
1-1, ready? Stop.
From midfield now, Burrow.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
Got a man. That's Liggett.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And a loose football, and the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Pushes him aside at the 45. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
In motion right, that's Dell. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Taking a shot for Dell here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a 2nd and 6.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Xavier Legette
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to let it go again. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11. Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Here we go. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is caught. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. That's caught. It's Cunningham. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
12.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Here we go, here we go.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 56 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
11 MT, Tate. 11, God.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with fourth down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
3rd down and 6.
Let's go now.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Gun. Cut.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
So it's a win here for the Titans. And the man leading the way was their quarterback, CD. That's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he really had a great night throwing the football. 3 touchdown passes. He was totally locked in. He was precise and really willed his guys to the victory.
So for Tennessee, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.